Okay, so Mum and Dad came in for a third session, at which we spoke about some of the important stuff about father-specific attachment, the theory of which is useful in itself to explain to mums and dads, but it also serves a purpose in giving me the confidence to reach out to dads and to raise their standing as and importance in terms of the part they play in the families that I'm working with. At that session with this family I'm thinking about, I remember that it was much more relaxed than the second session had been, and much more enjoyable. There was more smiling and more laughing. We were all in exploration mode. We weren't in avoidance or attachment behaviour where we were looking for security when feeling under threat. No, we were in we were playing. We were able to play, and I don't know whether that was because in between the second and third session, where I'd been feeling the loss of the dad and trying to sort of breathe life back into his representation in my office, you know, this empty chair that hasn't got dad in it. But that's what I had been doing. I'd been really trying to pick up every scrap of evidence to give life to this image. That might be part of the reason why when he came back, he was ready to talk, but he was. And we got talking about some of the theory, and we got talking about how that applies to some of those beautiful little games that his wife had described to me. So there was a sense of repairing the relationship between me and the dad and the mum in that sort of the three of us working together kind of way. And after a rupture like that, that repair is such an important part of creating a good attachment. You know, you can start out with sunny skies, but when things get tough, then they sort out whether you're a fair weather person or not. We'd been through some stormy stuff and we'd come out the other side. So we'd repaired. In the subsequent sessions, I heard from Mum that things had improved at home, that he was playing perhaps more with his kids, and that she was making sure that she let that happen, even though it might have been, you know, a little bit late in the evening for her comfort in terms of getting the kids ready for bed. She could see how important it was to him and how important it was to the kids. They didn't have a nice magical solution to the problem that they'd argued about. That remained tricky, but they were working around it. And what emerged from that at a subsequent couple session, so maybe this is the fourth one, was that Dad spontaneously began to speak about his own anxiety. So without me prompting, he was talking about how he could understand what his wife was going through because he'd been through some anxiety of his own. This was just so precious to me to hear this. It fitted with my sense generally about postnatal depression, but specifically in this case, that I knew somehow that this was not an illness located in the mum like a broken leg, but a distress signal from a family under pressure, in distress, and that we were now getting a chance to hear about Dad's own pain and difficulty, which is surely contributing to that. If he's feeling able to share that says to me that he has developed enough confidence and sense of security in the environment where he comes in with his wife, in front of his wife and in front of me. And to me, that's a tremendous achievement.